Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we discuss ways how we can create environments where employees actually want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. I am Ken Bader, your host for Branding the Experience. I'm also your organizational culture and world-class service standards expert with our latest episode, Referrals. Now, a lot of things that we could talk about there. But I want to talk about it from a few different angles in terms of referring our customers, clients, and members outside of our business. In other words, sending our valued customer to somebody else for a product or service. One, it's a good practice to do that. I just did that a couple of weeks ago. A client of mine called me about a particular type of training for their business. A type of training that I don't have expertise in. At best, if I wanted to just grab money from them, I could have tried to put something together, Jimmy rigged some training. But frankly, it would have been average at best, and that's stretching it. Plus, I would have lost the confidence of my client. Instead, which is another good part of our episode today in remembering about referrals, I referred him to another consultant that I had worked with in the past in a conference that I had put on, and know that he does a tremendous job. So in referring, I made sure that one, I took care of my customer, two, that even though I couldn't provide the service, that they found a way from me, which they'll remember, to get that particular service. And from a branding standpoint, I referred my client to somebody that I consider to be just as good as I am in terms of training and consulting. He just simply has a very, very different expertise and skill set. So from that standpoint, I am elevating, or at the very least, not degrading my brand by sending my client to somebody else. And I think that from a branding standpoint, it gives you this helpful aspect of the experience with the client. I have had personal experiences. This usually happens in healthcare of all places, where I may ask, hey, you know what, I need to find a dentist and you suck. Probably not the best way of putting it. No, I don't say it that way. Can I find a dentist a little bit closer to home, or you can't service me on the days that I want? Can you refer me to another healthcare professional? And more times than I can count, actually, I've gotten, well, we don't refer people to our competitors, to our outside providers, which is kind of an ignorant way of doing things. What's even more ignorant, obviously, is to send somebody to a brand experience that isn't going to be as great as yours. But being helpful to your customer, to your client, to your member, even if that means that you're not getting the business, but you're taking care of them, is a great way to build trust. I've certainly seen that in restaurants too. Many of the folks that I frequent in the town that I live in, I'll say, you know what, maybe a Chinese restaurant. I'm not in the mood for Chinese today. Can you recommend a good Italian place? And they'll say, yeah, go to this place down the street, or go to Domenico's on 2nd Street, a place that I happen to like in Long Beach. Something, so that they know that, we're not always going to be able to be the one that takes care of our customer. But if we make sure that we're their go-to, and that we are going to be able to be in the hearts and minds of our customers, that's what it's really all about. Because when I do have a taste for Chinese food, I'm going to come back. And especially in financial services, to make my last point, when you take an approach of, I am here to help, not to sell, sometimes the best thing for our member, if we're a credit union, or our customer or client, if we're a bank, is a service that's outside of our financial institution. And when we do that and say, you know what, there is one place that actually can take care of that for you, that creates a tremendous amount of trust in your brand. And I've also seen situations where even if that other financial institution may have a better rate or lower fee, they will still go with the individual or organization that they're sitting right there talking to, because wow, if you're going to send me someplace else where you think I'm going to have a better deal, the deal is less important than my relationship and my experience with you. So that in and of itself can raise your brand quite a bit in the eyes of the customers that you're serving. Hope that helps a little bit. And as always, thank you for spending some time with me today. And here's hoping that your branding experience at a very high level for all those you serve. Take care.
Now a word from our sponsor, Bader Training and Consulting. BTC is the creator of the B plus C plus S formula. Our clients that implement that formula increase their net income by 124% and grow their business by 17% on average. The best place to start working with Bader Training and Consulting is with our B plus C plus S audit. The service pinpoints issues as well as attributes of your business's unique brand, culture, and strategy. Learn more or sign up for a B plus C plus S audit at www.btcinc.net/BCS-audit.